Hi, this is Marty. Today was closing arguments and day one of deliberations in my federal show trial. My lovely wife Dana has been doing a wonderful job keeping everyone updated with the previous videos. There's only one thing that happened today that really stuck out to me that I wanted to be sure to speak up about. That was during the closing arguments when Obama DOJ holdover David J. D'Addio, who's really put kind of his soulless vindictiveness on full display for the public in the courtroom. Previously, I think all his words kind of speak for themselves. He basically called Justina Pelletier a sideshow. He used that exact word, like she's some kind of a circus act because she's a crippled human being in a wheelchair. And I found it really, really morally reprehensible. She should be actually the center of all of this. I mean, she is the center of all of this. The only way that they've managed to keep her out, right, is basically by flaunting the law, morality, common sense, common decency. But I think calling her a sideshow is a new low even for him. And it's interesting, too, because, I've previously called D'Addio Sideshow D'Addio because I consider what he's doing to actually be the sideshow. The little girl in the wheelchair who was tortured, right, that's the main issue, right? And she's a human being with human rights. She has a name, which D'Addio couldn't even bring himself to put on filings until the judge basically forced him to. And so I called D'Addio Sideshow D'Addio because it rhymes. And I made reference to The Simpsons, to Sideshow Bob, because Sideshow D'Addio can't help but step on the rake, just like Sideshow Bob. And I gave attribution, because in the writing world, that's what we do. I didn't pawn the idea off as if it was my own. I made it quite clear that I was paying homage to The Simpsons. Well, today in court, Sideshow D'Addio, who makes a routine habit of getting hot and bothered over whatever I post to social media, turned to me during his closing arguments and like I said, basically called Justina Pelletier a sideshow. I think he was trying to elicit kind of like a nasty reaction from me in front of the jury who would be missing this context of this back and forth between me and him. And like the article I'd written about him, calling him Sideshow D'Addio, I don't think he got what he wanted in front of the jury. But, it's just morally reprehensible. I mean, I can't say enough.